know it's cold when I get my woolly hat on. Freezing. So I'm just out here doing some maintenance, tripping over everything. Fox shit. Because it just wouldn't be a daily occurrence without fox shit. Pond's overflowing, so I've got everything turned off. So I'm just out here, just giving it a bit of a flush. I've dropped the outer, that didn't drop itself. So just using my handy dandy pump that's inside the Nexus. I'm just going to drain down the centre. Do my water change, yeah. Lots of water coming out of there because the Tempest is cleaning. But yeah, it is cold. It's a bit warmer in here. I'm so glad that I've got somewhere to work inside, because this is far more pleasant than how I used to do it. But yeah, so I'm just going to get this all drained out, hosed out, give it a clean, give it a spruce up, and we're good. Just using my well good pump system to clean the inner out. Brings it up to waist. Hopefully you can see it down there. Bottom of the Nexus is nice and clean. And all that does, pumps it to waist. Excuse the water everywhere, that was my fault. Just pumps her out the waist, just like that. You can see it's constantly. Now it's just emptying now. I do believe there is water still coming in. Yeah, so still got water coming in the Nexus. Where my bottom drain don't work. Yeah, so wonderful, how wonderful. Put that lid back on. Right, get everything back together and top her back up. Morning. You ready for this? Dogs, come back in. Look at this ghastly weather. It's fucking grim, isn't it? Everything's covered in wet. Ted, in you go. Shift. Oh no, he's not. He's staying with me. Right, today's job. Let me find my key. Ted, where's the key? There it is. Oh my god, that's terrible out here. There we go. Oh god, quick Ted, go in. Are you going that way? Go on in you go, quick. Ted don't do rain. He's a big baby. Like me. Right, so you would have seen, oh my god. Oh, there's my Sharpie. Oh no, it's not, it's a whiteboard marker. Absolute disaster mess in here. I used one of the, I don't know if you've seen them, they're like them sticky things to put the pictures up. One's fallen down. These are screwed. I'm screwed. Look at all the lovely fish. Thank you, Koi Talk. So I need to do the same with those ones because the sticky stuff don't work. But today I'm in here to get this. And then I need to go down the garden. So this is just a double back foil insulation. And look, my puddle's going down. Yeah, I'll have to fix that for next year. And tidy that mess. There's my Sharpie. Oosh. Metal detector for the kids. But I'm stuck in the door. This is what happens when you put on a little bit of winter weight. The doors on this thing are really thin. I forget. And I get caught. Right, down the pond. Look, winter's officially upon us. Right, this morning, first thing we have to do is we have to do our search for all the fucking leaves from the neighbour's garden. Hey look, it's Poirot. There's the new Benny Goy. But we have to do our fox shit search so we don't tread in any Evans footballs. Hey look, I think we got a day where there's no fox turds. Me rattling on about it. But what I want to do is, if we go in here, got some exciting news about the Draco. Let's put the light on. Oh, overflow's kicked in. Trickle, trickle, trickle. I just want to add a little bit of insulation in here, so the woof, and around the pipe work. It's actually quite a nice temperature in here. The pond at the moment is sitting at 11.1, which is quite good for this time of year. Bear in mind we're nearly clicking into December, but yeah, I've got a load of look how dark it is, man. Golly. I've got a load of insulation down the end of the garden I'm going to use. I'm not really fussed for this year. I just want to get it semi-insulated. Now it's sealed in. I've got some exciting stuff. So I've always borrowed the in-laws foam gun, so gun grade expanding foam. But I've actually invested £20 on Amazon in my own one, so I'm going to go nuts with the foam gun later, which will be quite messy and quite fun. Yes, so I need to put my, just down there you'll see my, oops, excuse shaky hand at funny angle, dechlorinator up properly, because that drives me mad as well. In hindsight, that pipework in the corner, I wish I'd never put it. Shit! Oh, that's the drum just kicking in for a clean. That absolutely scared the living daylights out of me. Let's have a look, have I got a leak up here? No, I think we're good. What was I saying? Yeah, I want to set that up. Really what I should have done is put the T here so I can get to it a bit easier. So I might have a go at that later on. I might not. We'll see. Just going to stop in a minute. That last went off 66 minutes ago, so just over an hour. For those of you that don't know how to tell the time. It's on, off now, that's better. So I'm just going to quickly sweep this off, give them some food, and then we'll crack on, shall we? One of the quick little jobs I did do, excuse old tea towel, bit manky, innit? I just conjured up this little weir out of an old hose connector. So at the moment, my overflow in the old skimmer, oh, it's so nice, look. So obviously I'm undercover now, aren't I? And it makes life so much happier. So my little overflow, which works a treat. What you tend to get, need to clean skimmer out today. You do get a bit of crud sitting in there, and every now and then like a bit of food to go in it and blow it off. I have to blow it out. So yeah, so all I'm going to do is swap that over, put that one on there with a bit of sealant, and everybody's happy. Put some little rubbers on it just to make sure it don't leak. And lovely job. I'll do that now. Nothing quite like a free bodge. So obviously what happens now is rather than the food going in it, the water's got to build up and over it, so it's not trapping shit in the corner. Excuse the green crap. I say skimmer needs clean. Just drop the old bit in there, so I'll have to get that out. Yeah, so that just runs via a hose into the 32mm and then goes off to waste with my usual one. So let's chuck that back on. I'll clean that later at the end of the day, so we can work out how much water we've got, and then we'll move to putting a bit of insulation in here. More supplies, new drain pipe, excuse me, more foil, gun grade gun, oh, and some fittings. So yeah, over this weekend, if the weather dries up a bit, this will do us grand. There we go, we're getting round. Looks like spaceship. So one day, like I say, you'd have seen on Telford Koi Pond, he's got that nice black insulation, but it's not fully watertight in here. And given that it was an old shed, it never is going to be. To do that, really, I'd want to come up in block work. But what it is going to do, so I've still got that side to do, which is going to be hardest because Nexus in the way. But yeah, everything here is done. It don't look pretty, but it will keep a bit of an ambient temperature in here. Because all I want to stop happening is be semi-comfortable when I come down here. It's still going to be cold, but most importantly, I don't want anything freezing in here. It shouldn't do, but I'd rather be sure. So anyway, I've not finished my first roll yet. Bear in mind I've done the 2 bits with another roll, or 3 bits with another roll. So just got that wall to finish, that wall to finish. I'll probably break about halfway into the other one. But then that's it done. Then I'm going to go around with the expanding foam and go absolutely trigger happy. That's what you do. If in doubt, foam it out. Oi oi! Here she is. Beautiful. Oh. Oh. Gotta love a bit of expanding foam. Fuck me. So, but yeah, I've run out of light now. So it looks really bright in here, doesn't it? Because the light reflects off of all the foil. But well, my phone makes everything look light. It's dark out there, I'll tell you. It's bloody dark. Right, anyway, that's it for tonight. I'm going to go in. I'm going to hopefully get a bit better day tomorrow because the weather's been shocking out here. Oh, let's have a model light. Hold on. Nice. But yeah, hopefully better weather out here so I can get some of the little outside bits done. So got a bit, there's water sitting on this back wall. Again, same as with the back, where it's getting a chance to sit there and it's not getting the sun to dry out or the air to dry out. It sits a bit damp, so I've got a tarpaulin on the floor beside me. I'm going to string that up onto the back side so it just keeps the water off. But yeah, I'm going to have my din-dins. I'll see you in the morning, all right, bright and early. I'm quite sure how much you'll see. Just chuck the old tarpaulin up the back or the side of the shed just to keep that water off the back. So front of shed, side of shed. Just need to tuck that bit back, and that'll do for the winter. That'll keep it plain. When you're round by the pond, you can only just see the edge, which is good enough, but I've got to put a board in here anyway to make it lovely and airtight. Can't help myself, just popped indoors. I say, done the tarpaulin very quickly. Mrs. Eden said my dinner ain't ready, so I'll just pop down quickly, do the door as well. But honestly, it is so hot in here. I don't quite know what I've done. But, alas, now I really am going to have my din-dins, if it's ready. All in all, look, you made an appearance. Right, it's very windy though. We've got like 45-mile-an-hour winds, so if you can't hear me very well, I'm sorry, not sorry. Right, today, so what was a very pleasant surprise, so got lots of fittings. Let's go in here. Mess I left yesterday. Walked in here, it's bloody warm. I can't believe it. You touch the walls, they're warm. So the pump is obviously churning out a lot of heat. Expanding foam did its job and expanded. Si from up North Koi Pond spotted it straight away. I did try and cheap out, so if I had one round here, so in terms of my waste, I wanted to keep it cheap, thinking that I would be absolutely fine. And to be fair, when the drum's cleaning, it's all right. But it's just 32mm waste going down the garden. I want it sort of semi out the way, hidden, so you can't see it, because obviously all stuff grows here in the summer. But it comes out at does it come out? It comes out the back of the gully at 68mm, I think it is, and then it drops down to 32mm, which I'm an engineer by trade, I know that, but we still try and cut corners. Well, I do anyway. So I want to, ditch this out. Anybody that needs some 32mm waste locally, not for drainage though. Oh, hark at that wind. Let me know, because I've got 4 links of it plus connections. So we're just going to replace it with 68mm going down the garden. Not strictly drainage pipe, it is down pipe, but for what it takes, it'll be fine. So yeah, we're going to get on with that this morning. I say pipe fittings, got the pipe up the top. You see it just there. Tools are all out, and then that's it really for today. I was thinking, I might get this. I wasn't going to bother this year, but I might look at, now the insulation's up, and don't diss this insulation. So I've used this in my summer house as well. It's a very, very cheap way of insulating. If you look at its comparison to say something like a 40mm polystyrene, obviously you're not looking, your proper boards and things like that, you're not going to compete. But when you look at it compared to like a 40mm polystyrene, it's got the same values, insulation values. But what I might do is just go over it with like a 6mm board or a 9mm board, just to tidy it up a bit, and then I can have some nice pickies on the wall. But yeah, that's a job for another day. That's down permanently because of the wind now till summer. But yeah, I'm going to get on. Fish are all in there fine. I'm all fine, but using talking to you as an excuse not to get started. So I need to pull my finger out. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Right, so my little mini saw out. Perfect for situations like this. So what we have to do is we have to crawl through the undergrowth. Fuck me. Which when you're fat, oh my god, it's not easy. Right, Oh yeah, last night I put this tarpaulin out, hang on. So yeah, you can see better last night I said I put the tarpaulin up the back of the shed just to keep the water off of it. So you can see that a bit better. But under here, if I undo this now, just lift it up slightly. I left this loose last night. So this is the hardest bit. The pipe is buried in there, so it comes up the garden and then does a 45 degree. I think you can just about see it probably in there. If I put you over, buried deep in there. So that's what I've got to try and get to. So kids, right first time, don't bodge. Right, I found it. Let me spin you around. It's a bit tight in here, as you can tell. Buried deep in there. It goes from, this is my bodgelet, so it was originally, I think that's 50mm on the left there at the top, and then it goes into a 40mm connector, and then it's glued onto a 32mm connector. I don't know if you can, I'll put you in there. And actually this is a good way of me trying to see. So that's where it comes out the back of the wall at a decent sized pipe. So what I'm going to have to do, oh, I don't know what I'm going to have to do actually. We'll suss it out in a minute. I'll have a feel around with hands and see how we go. But there's even some of the pipe left over from when I've done it. But yeah, this is going to be a real bitch. Disaster has struck into the undergrowth. Nothing simple, is it? Well, I'll say nothing simple. I was too heavy-handed. So, I was doing this bit. To get you in there, hang on. I was sawing. There's the old pipe. So I was doing a bit of sawing. Shh. Doreen's doing her sawing. And then, I don't know if you can see it. In there is the remnants of the old pipe that I've just fucking broken. So I need to try and suss out now how I'm going to get a connection on that, because like a twat I've buggered it. Rats. Right, honestly that was 3 million fucking times harder than it needed to be. Everything that could have gone wrong could have gone wrong. Looks like an eyesore at the moment, but it's because everything's died back. Shrubs all down here, but yeah, it just runs down now. It's all in place. Look at the leaves next door's a fucking tree. I'm in a ranting mode, I'm sorry. Just a little, got rid of all my little bits of hardcore and a bit of old plum slate. You can see my overflow's working. And it just runs up as it did before. As it did before. I think it needs another bracket. That'll be alright. Keep an eye on it though. It's got a bracket every couple of metres. What you do? And then obviously it goes up in there. You saw me working on that, didn't you? I've used a bit of expanding foam in there for now. Actually, I've got to go in there and staple the tarpaulin back through the growth, undergrowth, overgrowth, whatever it's called. Oh my God. You might not see it very well because the lights are on there. But there we go. Up, in we go. Excuse the expanding foam, I'll run out. I'm going to fill that void right up, because we're about to rake the concrete out. It's just a bit of a void, but so it now just goes 45 rather than them 290s and 45s and whatnot. But yeah, it's drying here now, so that's good. So I'm going to give it the ultimate test. And Jesus, crocodile done, Dave. My head only just goes through, and my head's not the biggest. I've only got a small Swede on my shoulders. Right, let's get out of there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck the Tempest on for a clean. And I might even do an overflow out of the inner just to really test it. Right, I'll come back to you. Look at her emptying nicely. That's more like it. Fucking hell. So, pipe's only running about what, at this point in the gully, 2/3 full bore. So, and it's underflow at the minute. Look at the dirt coming out of the Tempest. Right. That can go back on. That's, I thought that would go for a clean. Now we got the both of them going. Oh, look. So before it would have just overflowed. And it's not going to, which is smashing. Actually, we better run. Ooh, ooh. Oh, fuck. should be pissing out. Oh shit, keep falling over. We've got a gusher. Guys, we've got a gusher. And as you can see, the water is nicely disappearing in the soakaway. So next door. Payback for the leaves. Got no leaks. Maybe a couple of little... No leaks. Thought it was a drip on that one. But there's not. But to be fair, I don't care if there is, it's on the garden. So there we go. Bonjour to that. I'm gonna have a cup of tea. Jesus, bit of weather. Here we go, all tidy. All tidy. Got to put that on in a minute. Other than that, we're good. You put them in my pocket. Right, there we go, sorry. So just taking the opportunity to put my dechlorinator back on. So that just sits there, goes up and down and goes into the back of the Nexus. Very seldom run it very quick anyway, so that's more than enough for now. If I need any more, just use a dechlorinator. Need to get a new hose for in here. I want a little hose reel somewhere. But yeah, other than that, we're tidy. We're clean, floor's cleaned. Boots aren't clean. Drain's nice and low, which is always good. Yeah, I think that'll do it for today. So I give this a couple of days, then I'll come back, cut it off flush, and then we'll look at start. So what I won't do is I'll board down, but I'm not going to be able to fix that on one side. So we'll do that out of an 8x4 sheet, and the same with the back. I can get to that one to a degree, and then just work my 8x4s from there. I don't know if I'll bother doing the ceiling or not, because I ain't really fussed about what that looks like, but we shall see. But yeah, it's just putting all the little bits back. Oh no, what have I done here? My poo bags for when the fox visits, as you know. A net, because a net. Use that to clean the skimmer out, so I've given everything a good clean. They're all my tools to go back up. That is me signing off. Let's put my light back. Yeah, me signing off. Sunday evening, so back to work tomorrow. Fuck's sake. But never mind. Right, I'll catch you very, very soon. Thank you ever so much for joining me. And yeah, behave yourselves, be good, and hopefully you have a good week. Ciao.